the role reversal of parent and child, it is, the child becomes the parent to some extent for some situations. Hi, this is Jerry Pletica from Touching Hearts at Home. I wanted to encourage you, for those that are interested and are in that space of helping your family member or your parent move and transition into talking about the next stage of their life. One thing I would like to encourage you is to start as early as possible. If you could have a conversation with them at the next dinner party or dinner time that you have together, or a conversation on the phone, and it's not a one-time conversation. Mom, Dad, I have had some concerns about this. I have had concerns about your health. I have had concerns about your forgetfulness. I have had concerns about whatever. It's really about me, Mom or Dad. It's not about you. I need to know a little bit more about what you have in place, what plans you have in place. Next conversation. Mom, Dad, I am really concerned about this. I really want to talk about it. Is there any way that we can have a mutual conversation that my needs are taken care of? Realize you're not talking about them, you're talking about you. If they want to love you and be on your side, then they will be concerned about your concerns. The role reversal of parent and child, it is, the child becomes the parent to some extent for some situations. Parenting in that you're making decisions for your elderly family member. Those are ideas. When you start thinking about that, be empathetic, practice in front of a mirror, practice in front of a friend that will be willing to listen to you. Sometimes practicing in front of family members, that can be helpful, or it can be not helpful. So it just depends. Every situation is so different. Be empathetic, practice ahead of time, and keep asking for things that you need for yourself. Those can be very helpful. Approach difficult conversations when they're relaxed, when they're in a comfortable place, when you go have coffee with them, if it's a quiet enough place. If they're alone, that might be a better place. Sometimes I've had conversations with 5 other family members because the person wouldn't listen. And that's okay. I was the one that was the instigator of the conversation. I started the conversation because the family didn't know how to. Once we had that conversation, everybody talked. Once I brought up the subject, everyone was talking and it worked out perfectly. If that's something you need to do, bring your siblings along or bring other family members along if they're all on the same page. Make sure that they're all on the same page. If they're not on the same page, infighting in that environment is not going to be helpful. If you need some ideas, you can certainly call me. I've got some great resources here in the community to help you along that process.